Going way, way back to the beginning, the formative period in this property's history goes back more than 10,000 years when it was covered by a sheet of ice that was about a mile thick. It went all the way down to the Ohio and Mississippi rivers. If we'd been on this site back then, it would have been very cold, it would have been very much in the dark, very flat. This was a lot of ice we would have looked up at. It finally receded about 10,000 years ago and left behind the gravel ridge that we are on right here. And below that ridge, it left a chunk of ice that melted to form a lake about 35 feet deep. The first record we had goes back to around the 1830s, when this land was, first of all, taken from the Indians and then taken by the government and sold to incoming settlers from the East Coast or from Europe in many cases. The first land sale is 1839, so that's kind of the beginning of white settlement in this region. And it may surprise you in an area that has become quite Polish. The farming territory here was largely Irish and German. The Polish community had maintained a real interest in its roots, strong ties with native culture. And that tradition of pride was best expressed in Polish fests, which was held for the first time back in 1982. With the success of Polish fests and that continued growth out to the south and west, the community began to dream of a genuine community center out here on the southwest side. Polonia Sports Club planted a flag a little bit farther west. There were plans for a time to take over what's now the county park on Ryan Road, but this became the ultimate roosting place for all those dreams. And back in 1987 is when the Archdynasty sold this land to the Polish Center of Wisconsin. And the building was completed in August of 2000. So we are coming up on 10 years, 10-year anniversary in this building. I'm sure we'll mark that with some elaborate festivities in the next year. What I love about this center is its symbolism. It is modeled after the great manor houses of the 18th century in Poland, complete with a grand entrance hall, like those the nobility would have used to greet their guests. And this was the kind of place where the elite, the Schlachta, would have lived back in the 18th century. And I'm not sure about your families, but mine was descended from peasants, the Quapi. And I think that's more the pattern for most of us who came to roots in the old country. So this